Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are listening to the show. This is Investing with Confidence, sponsored by Online Trading Academy. If you're a first-time listener, thanks for stopping by. I am your host, Joshua David, and we are happy to have you with us today. As always, I do have my good friend, my good pal. He is the Blue Man Group, once again, Mr. Al Connickson, and he is here on time as always. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing fantastic, Josh. How are you?
I'm doing really good. You got your Panera coffee today?
I do. We just did a commercial for Panera, I guess.
There you go.
We'll be expecting a check, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do that, but
probably not.
Exactly. Well, it's good to have you back on the show here today. We have a lot to talk about. We had some nice moves in the financial markets here again. And Online Trading Academy, the sponsor of the show, 25 years teaching people just like you how to trade, how to invest with the stock market. Also, we talk a lot about and teach skills and techniques for futures markets, options markets, forex markets, cryptocurrency, whatever you trade or invest or like to get into. Online Trading Academy has education and content on that. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, check us out on podcasts, wherever you listen to the podcast. But we had some nice moves down again this week, especially the start of the week. I mean, S&Ps were down as of the recording of the show. NASDAQ, the Dow, oil down. Now that one taking a plunge, especially all the way up until Thursday, continuing to drop on Thursday. Right. And a lot of that is being driven. We talked about this last week from the U.S. dollar. Very, very strong U.S. dollar. But here's the problem. Our dollars are getting stronger, but everything is getting more expensive. Right. So our buying power still isn't that great. And that's what some of the things I want to talk about here today on Investing with Confidence is we have inflation here. It's there's no elephant in the room. It's here. But we have a lot of listeners, Al, that want to combat, want to be able to fight that or hedge inflation, and they're looking for different income strategies. So let's talk about some of that stuff here today on Investing with Confidence. But what's your take on this market? We had some numbers come out this week. Inflation, CPI, PPI, and the jobs claims. What's going on here this week?
Yeah, well, a lot of those numbers weren't great as far as most investors would consider. Jobless claims were up 9,000, an increase of 9,000 to 244,000. Estimate was for 235,000. The PPI came out on Thursday. That was up. The CPI, Consumer Price Index, was up. It came out on Wednesday. That was up. All of those things are showing increased prices, and we don't need to tell people that this is going to have an impact on price. People are feeling this everywhere, and also we're in earnings season. And on Thursday, J.P. Morgan kind of started the bank earnings reports, and they had I think it was a 28% drop in profit. That didn't help the market. Delta came out with earnings that were lower. And we're going to see a lot of numbers that are maybe going to be a little concerning, and then we're going to be looking very carefully at what the guidance is going forward. Bank of America came out the other day, and they actually said that they're looking for negative economic growth for the rest of this year, each quarter, and for the first quarter of next year.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't sound well. It sounds like you need to maybe make a change in the way you're doing things.
There you go.
And that's one of the things that we like to let our students know, let the people that are listening know, is that we can talk to you about some of the things that you might need to change in the way you look at the markets, because you've been conditioned to address and to participate in the markets in a way that's outdated. People think they have to use a broker, they have to use a financial advisor, because that's the way it basically has always been. There was a period in time where you had to use a broker or you had to rent space at a trading floor to be involved in the market.
Yeah, everything is now online. You can do things from home, and that's why so many people are looking for those income strategies to be able to do that from home. They call it that second source.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, things have really changed over the course of over the last 10, 20 years, and most of those changes have been in our favor, in the favor of the retail trader, and not necessarily in the favor of the pros. They invest in a way that is actually in a way detrimental as far as their ability to put a full position together or get out of a full position.
Why is that?
Because they trade in such large quantities. If they are going to enter a position and they're going to do millions of shares, the price is going to get away from what they want to pay for it before the full investment is filled. So they'll do it incrementally.
Yeah, and that's why it's so nice for us as the average investor. We call it the retail investor. We can get into the markets, and the goal is to take little pieces of cheese as they move the market. So it's all about supply and demand and identifying where they are buying and selling.
Right. And we like to keep it simple. We like to concentrate on really is impactful, really is what factually is important to you as an investor or trader. And
I like how you brought that keep it simple. I want you to talk about, like, we have investing classes, for people that are listening right now.
Sure.
What can people expect to learn and take out of this investing class that we have?
Well, that's a great question. And our goal in that class is to do this. We're going to show you how you can participate in these markets, how to participate in the markets, how to take advantage of what is offered, and then talk to you about what is offered, how to not make it complicated, and then how to have the opportunities to put the odds in your favor to increase the potential for you to be successful on a consistent basis. Mm-hmm. We talk about the different asset classes. I mentioned earlier that people have been conditioned to think they have to use a broker or advisor. The other thing that they have been conditioned to and just have automatically been put into by advisors and brokers are mutual funds or maybe some individual stocks. Those are not the only assets that are out there. And the people that are really successful in the market are not just using those. In fact, most of the pros out there, the Wall Street firms, they're not putting their money into mutual funds for them. They're using assets other than the ones that you have been conditioned to know about or learn about. And we talk about that in these classes.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, you teach a lot of these classes on the weekdays, also on the weekends. I teach these as well. And I think one of the common themes we've been seeing and hearing is people are looking for a place to go. I was talking to a person yesterday, and they're like, I've been looking for somewhere to learn how to trade and invest, but I can't learn on YouTube, all that crap that's out there out of a book. You can get some knowledge, but you can't be able to do it. And they're like, you know what? I finally found a place to go and actually learn from instructors and build the skills of trading and investing, because it's actually a skill to build. So that's one of the common themes is people are looking for a place to go to learn how to trade and invest, how to make smarter investing decisions. And we do have these investing classes, Al, locally. If you're listening to the show, we have classes during the week. We also have these on the weekend, also in the evening, so pretty much anybody can attend. So if you're listening right now and you want to start to make smart investing decisions, combat this inflation, learn these different income strategies in the financial markets, all you got to do is text in for some free tickets. We have free tickets coming up, so get your phones ready. Text the word investing to the number 210-210. That's text investing to the number 210-210 for 2 tickets. You can bring a spouse or a friend, so you get 2 tickets. There's also a quick start kit, and this kit will help you get started right away. Al, coming up next, I want to talk about those income strategies that we're alluding to with the financial markets. People are looking for that second source of cash flow. The markets might be a potential opportunity, so let's talk about some of those techniques and skills and concepts coming up next. This is Josh and Al, Investing with Confidence. We will be right back.